So we've got full moon in Aquarius tomorrow. Aquarius, right? The visionary, the humanitarian, right? We also have, obviously, we have the darker side of Aquarius, right? Which could be a little materialistic, could be a little superficial, could be a little aloof, right? So we have that happening. We know that full moon energy, we start to feel it 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, right? Then in the middle of the week, we have Mars square Jupiter, right? And so that can mean conflict because we know Jupiter is the planet of expansion, Mars is the planet of war, right? So you already know the T, right? So people could be acting in different ways, which is why I wanted to hop on here and do a quick reading, because I want y'all to be aware of how to go into the week, right? Knowing that the planet of Mars is like, it's like Jupiter is putting a battery, right, in Mars's back and expanding it, right? So we want to lean into the side of Mars that is about the side standing up for ourselves, right? We want to take that energy of expansion from Jupiter and we want to use that coupled with the Leo energy, the me first energy of Leo, to push our projects forward, right? To push our careers forward, to push our relationships forward, to increase our self esteem, and not lean into the impulsiveness of Aries, the impulsiveness of Leo, right? We want to use that to our example. So that's why I wanted to hop on here real quick just to let y'all know that you don't want to be going back and forth with people this week, because the middle of the week is going to be quite explosive. All right. And then towards the end of the week, we finally have my sign, Venus, leaving Gemini, right? Yeah, yeah. Leaving Gemini, leaving intellectual Gemini, and going into feeling Cancer. So towards the end of the week, it's kind of like this return to love that I've been talking about in my readings. If y'all been following me on the Magic Hours on YouTube, if you're not, I don't know what you're doing, why you're not following, unless you're not on YouTube. But if you are, you just go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so we're in for a lot, right? We're in for a lot. But again, towards the end of the week, this return to love, this Venus energy in the house of emotional Cancer, like we love to see it, right? So that's why I said let's get physical, right? Because we've got Mars and Leo and all of those things happening, right? And so that's why I wanted to start with the romance deck. So let's just see what the vibes are, what the cards have to say, right? About this week. What is the guidance for us this week? Whoa, thank you already. Wow. Boy, that girl is good, boy. If you ain't following her on the Magic Hours, I don't know what y'all doing. You see the way these cards are flying out. All right, this is super exciting. So what did I say? I was talking about this return to love. And boom, first card out of the deck. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. What? I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And then what we got after this? Come on, y'all. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. This is what we're going into. However, because we're coming out of Gemini and we're moving into Cancer, this Venus, what I would say is that very much, yes, this could be another person that you're interacting with, but what I'm really feeling that this is a time to romance yourself, to dig into self-love even more, so that if you're single, right, you want to attract what you are. We want to attract the great things. We don't want to attract any more trauma. So our feelings, right, are real and worth exploring. Maybe we grew up in families where our sensitivity, not even just families, but just being in the world, particularly if you're empathic or spiritual or artistic, whatever, perhaps you got messages from the world to not pay attention to your own feelings, to not pay attention to your own needs. And so the guidance here this week is to delve even deeper, especially as Venus moves into Cancer, delve even deeper into your feelings, into your emotions. Your feelings are real. What you feel is real. Your opinions are valid. You are worthy, and it is worth exploring those feelings, okay? And then for other people, it's like if you are in a new relationship, then yes, what you're feeling is real and it's cool to move forward. And the answer is yes, this is your soulmate for people who are in a romantic situation, who might be asking that question. Now, making matters a little interesting, if you are in a relationship, it says here your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. So, what did I just say? What did I just say? When we are not honored, when how we are, maybe you had again a very stringent upbringing, and that is impacting your ability to express yourself. Okay? Know that you can trust yourself. All right? That it's real and all is well. Okay? So, this literally the wind blew it and it flew. So, I'm going to read it. This is remembrance. So, we have here number 11, which is a master number in numerology, right? And so, 11 is like a higher version of the number 2, which is about partnerships and relationships. And so, again, yeah, this is really, really interesting. So, I would say going backwards and remembering so that you can move forward. So, going backwards and just unearthing those childhood things or things that happened to you in your early adulthood, it's almost like the wheel. If you see closely, this is like a wheel with a triangle in the middle. And it's almost like taking yourself back on the wheels of time and looking at how you've reacted to things before. What is your family history around relationships, and how to move through the world and recraft something that works for you, right? So it's like looking backwards so you can go forward, like the Akan word Sankofa, go back and fetch it, right? You want to really investigate that, because here we are in summer already, mid-year. Yesterday was what we call the witches' Sabbat or Sabbath, which was Lunasa. Lunasa is like the witches' Thanksgiving, where you're looking at what you have harvested. And so the message is to, wow, this is really interesting. The message is to look at what you've harvested. That master number 11. Oh, somebody needs a favor. Okay. Um, that master number. Look at what you've harvested so far. Look over the crops that your life is yielding. This is the week for that. Coming out of intellectual Gemini, and going into feeling Cancer, and seeing, are you harvesting the crop that you want? Is your life bearing the fruit that you want? And if it has not, and if it is not, then we take that energy of that Jupiter and Mars square this week, and we use that Mars energy to push us forward. And Jupiter, the great benefactor, right? The expander. We use that Jupiter energy to push us forward so that we can have what we want. Okay? Powerful, powerful, powerful week. Well, really powerful year. All right. So we have, interesting. Yeah, see? So we have the standstill, and this was sideways. So not quite upside down. The energy for you is, and for me as well, right? Because we're still in a holding pattern, right? 2020 has been a huge holding pattern. So our feet are still in the muck, all right? Our feet are still in the mud. This card also is for me. I also read this as an lineage. For me, when I see this standstill. For me, it gives me very much Eve's Bayou vibes. It gives me very much more. It makes me feel like South Carolina, the Gullah Islands, New Orleans, right? This is very old to me, right? For me. And so when I see this, how I read this is energy that has been around for a long time. This is lineages of standing still, of dreams deferred, okay, of not getting what you want, all right? And so I know that because that's the way I read it, but also because the next card out of the deck was security, also sideways. So not upside down, right? So not stagnant, but it's like writing itself. It's like you are writing. You are writing, and when I say writing, I mean Rightting. You are writing the wrongs of your lineage. Or maybe you're stepping into that, right? And then the other thing I had was opportunity. And opportunity was upside down, right? And so we have standstill. So we're just turning, if we think about the wheel of the year, and here we are, and again, mid year. So we're turning the energy, right? We were full on, we're not quite at a standstill, but we're a little sideways, right? And so that means our security is a little sideways. And so maybe we have ideas, but we haven't fully fleshed them out yet, right? Because of the things that happened to us earlier. Maybe we still lack a little bit of self doubt, a little self belief in ourselves, right? And that is contributing to these upside down opportunities. And so this is a week to investigate that all, right? And turn it upside down. And when we begin to turn it upside down, look what we have at the bottom of the deck. Not upside down, not sideways. Coming out of, I always hear this, coming out of the dark. I always hear that Gloria Estefan song. Coming out of the canyon, coming out of the valley. Ayanna Van Sant, the value in the valley. Maybe we are finding the value in the valley. And we're seeing the rainbow, right? This is a cave that this rainbow is coming out of. So maybe we're coming out of the cave, right? This week as well. This is a week of introspection, right? At least the beginning of the week. The middle of the week is using that Aries energy, that Aries square Jupiter energy to propel ourselves forward to get these opportunities that are at a standstill right now, that are being put on hold, right? What are the other messages for the week? What is the other focus of the week? What should we be looking at this week? Thank you. So we have time for a nap upside down. So again, using that Mars energy to propel yourself forward, using that Leo energy to propel yourself forward. Enough sleeping. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up to your talent. It's time to wake up to your brilliance and move forward. What do we have? Damn. Look at that. She discovers who she is, right? So what do we have? Number 37. So we bring that down to a 10, and this becomes a 1, new beginnings. And that 1 is always, you are always at the center. You are always at the center of your own life, and that's where you need to be. Look at this. We have she encounters a gatekeeper upside down. 5 meaning freedom. So we are clearing away the clutter. Maybe you've already encountered that gatekeeper, right? Because it's upside down. So we know that means that is stagnant energy. So maybe you already met that gatekeeper and you are able to address that gatekeeper properly because you're discovering this week who you are. Now, also, as I said, the middle of the week, that Mars energy, right? So this is also a week of, because it's about expansion, because Jupiter expands and it's square Mars. That means that some of us will be looking to the good side, quote unquote, of Mars, right? To propel us forward. But there is another side of Mars. Mars is the god of war, right? So somebody might be somebody or somebody's might be trying to bring you some energy that you don't want this week, right? And this says you encounter a gatekeeper. So that's why we're doing our work now, so that we will know how to properly look at things when they come, right? So we can almost expect it. 5 is the number of freedom. And then we have, damn, she confronts the adversary alone, which was also in reverse. 34 is number 7, divine number. So you're not alone. Okay, let me see what this says. Oh, glad I caught you. Tomorrow will be my mother's 80th birthday. She's been gone 19 years. I'm doing a release ceremony for a full moon at the beach. Amazing. Perfect. Perfect. That's really, really dope. I'm so excited for this reading. Thank you. Wow, suddenly a lot that's been going on is making sense. Oh, I'm an Aries husband, mom, and lots of friends who are Leos. I need help on not giving up. I can be very impulsive, then lose interest quickly. Yeah, of course. Yeah, those are the vibes. So because it's a full moon, Lynn, if you want to release that impulsivity or even like dampen it down a bit, maybe that's something else that you can release when you go and you do your water ritual, right? You can release that because the full moon is all about release, right? Maybe you can do what you want to call in and then do what you want to release. So for me, the things that I want to release, I wrote it down last night for Lunasa, and I put it on my crystal grid and my altar, right? And so I'm letting it sit and marinate. And then tomorrow, when the full moon is in Aquarius, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to burn it. The things that I wanted to attract, I wrote down and I stuck it in the Bible. So maybe that's something, that's an offering for you, right? All right, what else we got? Hoodoo Tarot? Okay, Hoodoo Tarot. So let's see what the Hoodoo Tarot is giving. What is our message for this week? The grandchildren. Oh, I've never pulled this before. What is this? Ooh. Okay. So the other message for this week is the 5 of baskets. And so the 5 of baskets would be the 5 of cups in the Rider-Waite Tarot. And so this is about looking at all of the things that you're missing instead of looking at the opportunities. So we have, let's see, in this particular one, we have 4 baskets, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, I can't see the other ones. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe 3. 1, 2, 3. It's hard to see with the imagery, but we have, this is either a basket here, or this is the top of this basket. But the vibes are paying attention to what's not working instead of what is working. I can't make out whether that's an owl or I don't know what that is. That's bugged out. But in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it's an actual person. And he's turned around and he's looking at the cups that have spilt, the 3 cups that have spilt. And there are 2 full cups that he's not even looking at. And so this is about not missing the opportunity missing the security because you're stuck in the mud, because you have a history of being at a standstill. Hello, Zoe. My birthday is the 10th, but I feel so much tension. My job and for what you mentioned this week will be a little bit tense, so I'm kind of scared. Thank you. Oh, I'll pull a card for you. I mean, it's you don't need to be scared. We're in control. So you get to decide. Right? This is preemptive. This is a preemptive strike. Right? So you get to decide. So, and Gemma, and I'm going to do a reading for you anyway, just because it's your birthday month. I did a presentation last week, And one of the slides has a Les Brown quote in it that says, live out of your imagination and not out of your memory. So no matter what happened before, you can change that at any moment, right? So let's not look at the baskets that have spilled. Let's look for the security and the opportunities that are not being looked at, because these were in reverse. So there are opportunities that we're not seeing, myself included, right? And let's look over what we've harvested since January 1. Are the crops of our lives reflecting what we want to see? Are we pleased with what we're harvesting? Or are we doing what was always done? What our mama did, what our grandmama did, what our granddaddy did? Hey, are we replaying old traumas? Proactive, not reactive. That is the vibe. So we have the 5 of Sticks. Now we also have, the baskets. We also have the Ace of Wands. We love to see it because we have the hand, which we say is the hand of God, the hand of the universe, whatever it is you believe in, right? Presenting us with a gift this week. The sticks represent fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Here we are in Leo season with an Aries square happening in the middle of the week. And here we have fire again. So we are being presented with an opportunity to do things differently. And again, this is also about gifts. This is about new actions, new ways of being, new things. And we know it's about new things because we have the leaves growing there, right? So we are being given the opportunity to address these gatekeepers in a different way. And it was in reverse, right? So we have the ability to be successful in that. Now this grandchildren, I'm not sure what this is. I haven't pulled this. I just got this deck last week, so I'm going to read from the book on this. Is this the world? I wonder if this is the world. Oh, this is judgment. Let's see, 10, 15, it's 17. What is 17 in the truth? It's not the Wheel of Fortune. What is it? Oh, nice. So in this deck, the grandchildren is the star, the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm only going to pull one more card for the week because I feel like this is, I don't even feel like I need to pull another card, actually. I feel like this is complete, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull the card for you, Gemma. A return to love. Venus moving into Cancer, moving into the house of emotion. Cancer rules the family. And we have Venus. Venus rules Taurus and Libra. Taurus is an earth sign that is primarily concerned with security and luxury. So we are being given the opportunity to experience the light at the end of the tunnel this week. And I've already started off the beginning of the reading by telling you how to work that energy. So let's just see what this book says. So this is the Hoodoo Tarot. And for each, this represents the major arcana in the traditional tarot. And so in this deck, she starts each definition or whatever with a Bible verse. So it's from Genesis. Early the next morning, Laban kissed his grandchildren and his daughters and blessed them. Then he left and returned home. A return. This week presents us with the opportunity to return to who we really were, maybe somebody that we've never been, we haven't been yet, as the rain starts. When grandchildren appear in a reading, it's a sign that relief from any stress, negativity, or despair is on its way. If there's no sign of hope evident in your life yet, just be patient and you will soon see proof that things are looking up. What? Yeah, I know. To do what? I already closed the windows in the kitchen unless you reopened them. The kitchen, no, but I did open up. Oh, for a prince. Oh, okay. And so in the tradition that I'm practicing, the rain is about renewal, washing away negativity, right? And so that is literally what we're being given the opportunity to do. So there you have it. There you have it. A return to good things, or maybe for the first time experiencing good things. So that's good. That's good. I like it. We love to see it. Some of my cards got wet. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Now, a card for Gemma. Oh. Okay. All right. It's not this deck. Oh, it's that deck? Okay. So Gemma, I'm going to pull from the Spellcaster's deck for you. Okay, let's see what we got. Close that other window. Gemma, 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 Gemma. Oh my gosh. There you go. There you go. We get to decide. So that's the energy for you. No matter what's happening, the outside does reflect the inside. So maybe you should just really think about, is that job somewhere you really want to be anyway? Is there a dream that you really want to do that you're not embarking on? And if so, what are the steps to get you there? But overall, you just need to trust that everything is working out for your good, for your highest good and your greatest joy. I will leave you all with one self-care reading for the week, something specific that you can do besides trusting, which everything starts with trust. Okay. What's one self-care message for the collective? What's one self-care message for the collective? What do we need to do this week? What do we need to do? What's our self-care message for the week? Well, that's nice, isn't it? Look at that. So we do the work and we expect abundance. And that is an amazing reading. So things might get a little dicey in the middle of the month. The middle of the week. You already know that. You have a heads up. So you can begin to maybe cancel and delete. Create some affirmations around how you want this week to be. Trust that it will be so. Lynn, good luck during your ritual. Yeah, do that and then just let me know how it goes. And blessings, blessings, blessings to you and your mom. Okay? And I will see you all next time.